Hi guys, welcome to Third Stall Garage. My name is Doug. Today's episode is about replacing the front window on your camper. As you can see, I have no window here, and this is part 2 of a video series. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. Welcome back. So I replaced this window on my trailer before my wife and I went on an 8,000 mile trip with it, and the window had leaked before. It's a single pane HER window, HEHR, and I took the glass out, resealed it, broke the glass, had to buy a new piece of glass, and put it all back together. Was confident that it would last a long time and not leak. First rainstorm at highway speed, I stopped and checked, and there was a little bit of water leaking in this lower corner, which was disappointing. And then a few weeks later at highway speed, all of a sudden I looked back in the window and these curtains were flapping in the breeze. And after a whole bunch of cleaning, we realized that a stone had gone through the window. So I am back and doing this repair job again. There are a couple things I've learned along the way that I like to share with you that I'm going to do differently this time. The first one is the sealant that I'm using, and the second one is I'm going to put a rock guard over the windshield. So follow along and I will show you what I'm doing. So here's the window frame. I have it out of the trailer. This is the notch where the glass will sit. So if my hand were the piece of glass, it will sit right in there. Then that groove is for the gasketing material that goes in afterwards, which I don't know, maybe more for looks or a backup. I have this most of the way clean. It isn't perfect. I have the surface that the glass goes to really clean. There's maybe little tiny bits and pieces that I can get off yet. You know, somebody once told me that cleanliness is next to godliness, particularly when it comes to working on engines. So the cleaner I get it, the better, and the more confident I'll be in the repair. So I started out with a gasket scraper, just a cheap one. Using that to scrape the majority of it out, then shifted to goof off with a toothbrush and some 3M pads, then sprayed it with brake clean and blew it off with compressed air. And then I'm gonna do a final clean with glass cleaner. And then instead of using the 3M product I recommended in the first video, which was recommended to me by my local trailer place, I talked to a different trailer company and where I know a guy, and they suggested what they use is just 100% silicone. So I bought Gorilla Glue for its reputation of being strong, 100% silicone clear. And so I am going to glue the pane of glass in with that after giving a final clean with the glass cleaner. My piece of glass is on the floor. So I will do a final clean, spread the silicone in, set the glass in, let it dry, and then I think it'll be ready to go back in. In case you're wondering, the window came out with clutch bit screws. I bought these off Amazon. 5/32 is the kind of the standard clutch bit to remove the old-fashioned vintage trailer screws. And then I will use butyl tape that I got from the trailer supply store, which is different from the butyl tape that you get at the big box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's. So from what I've read online, don't do that. This stuff is amazing. It is sticky and soft and seals fantastic and never gets hard. So recommend that. That's my Mustang project. I've got a series of videos as I work on restoring that you can follow as well. Stay tuned and we'll get this window back together and back in. All right, so the window is back together and back in the trailer behind me. I didn't film the process of putting the glass in. That's pretty self-explanatory. Went in very smoothly with the silicone, let it dry for 24 hours. Put the rubber gasket from Vintage Supply gaskets in there. Used the stock clutch bits to screw it back in. And that went very smoothly, and I feel really good. You can kind of see the seal, the silicone as it dries to make sure there's no gaps in that. I also decided to put a stone guard on the trailer. It is not stock. In fact, it's not that vintage, age appropriate, or whatever you call it. But I am less worried about going down the highway and having another stone thrown up. So now when I travel, this will get put down. Painted it, aluminum, silver, same color as the door on the trailer. And I think that looks all right. I don't think it looks bad at all. I think it looks age appropriate. So that's the update on this video. It's part 2 compared to the previous one. I wanted to share what I learned about the project away. If you like random videos like this about how to fix things, whether it's with vintage trailers or classic Mustangs, I'd love to have you hit subscribe, hit the like button. Leave a comment below if you have questions or if there's ways that I can help. I'll do my best to respond to all of those. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and talk to you later. Bye.